Hello and welcome. My name is Ronald Malley. I'm the current president of the Association for United Steel Technology. On behalf of AIST, I want to thank you all for being with us today as we present a number of the AIST Board of Directors awards. The COVID-19 pandemic has posed challenges on many levels across the globe, and it's impossible to forget the tragic loss of life and the negative impact that it has had for so many. But even in the wake of these events, it is important to pause and remember the positive things that have occurred. The spirit of the true heroes who fight every day to keep us safe, the medical personnel on the front lines, and the service workers who keep our basic necessities within reach. At AIST, we also pause to celebrate the accomplishments that have taken place over the past year within our industry. We're pleased to recognize this technical excellence through peer review, for active leadership and significant contributions by individuals or companies to the association and the global steel industry in general. AIST has a rich history of honoring the legacy of those who forged our way forward in academia and industry by celebrating the success of those who have achieved excellence over the past year. Assisting me today with the awards is Shannon Clark, my fellow AIST board member who also serves on our membership awards committee. Shannon, it's my great pleasure to welcome you and to have your kind assistance here today.
Thank you, Ron. It's a pleasure to be part of AIST and to be able to assist in bestowing these prestigious awards to our peers across the industry. Our first award is the Hunt Kelly Outstanding Paper Award. Established in 2004, this award represents the best technical paper published by the association during the previous year. Through funds endowed by AIME, the American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical, and Petroleum Engineers, this award includes a cash prize of $5,000 for first place, $2,500 for second place, and $1,000 for third place.
Thank you, Shannon. The first place recipients of the 2020 Hunt Kelly Outstanding Paper Award are Yufeng Wang, Denji Bai, and Rick Bodner from SSAB America's R&D. The first place paper is entitled Modeling of Heat Transfer and Phase Transformation Phenomena During Run-Out Table Cooling. The second place recipients are April Pitts-Baguette from Nucor Steel Tuscaloosa and Lorenzo Nazek from the University of Alabama. The second place paper is entitled Inclusion Evolution Comparison of Aluminum-Killed Silicon Bearing and Silicon Restricted Grades. And the third place recipients are Frank Agibel, SMS Group USA, Harold Rachel, Gregor Snyder, Klaus Pronald, Wolfgang Spies, and Hans-Georg Getz from SMS Group GmbH, Germany, for their paper entitled Holistic Approach of High Quality Flat Steel Production, Dynamic Production Scheduling in Respect to the Process Quality, Control System, and Plant Condition. Congratulations all.
The Benjamin F. Fairless Award was established by the American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical, and Petroleum Engineers in 1954 in honor of the former chairman of U.S. Steel for his intense interest in the technology and development of the iron and steel industry, and to recognize distinguished achievement in iron and steel production and ferrous metallurgy. During Fairless's tenure as president of Carnegie Illinois Steel and later U.S. Steel, he led his company through labor negotiations that stretched through World War II. Fairless was also active in mobilizing the U.S. steel industry for defense purposes during the war.
The 2020 recipient of the Benjamin F. Fairless Award is Sarah Hornsby. The award reads, "For outstanding contribution to the international steel industry over several decades. Sarah has been successful in plant engineering, in research and development, in technical sales, as an educator, and as a strong advocate for technical societies, particularly the Iron and Steel Society and AIST. She has been a trailblazer for the many women now entering the steel industry. Sarah, congratulations."
Thank you, Ron. What a great and unexpected honor to receive the prestigious Benjamin Fairless Award from the AIST and AIME, especially in light of my illustrious predecessors. Many of these, such as Keith Brimacombe, Bob Lee, Alan Smiley and Alan Cram, Hans Schade and Dick Frudan, mentored me, and along with many ISS and AIST presidents, introduced me to the exceptional benefits of society membership. The networking, technical exchange, and committee involvement have afforded me significant growth. I would like to thank also Professor Jeff Brooks and his international co-conspirators, Professor Alex McLean, Bob Lee, John Orff, Alfredo Rabacedas, and Matt Coburn, for believing my contributions were distinguished enough to nominate me for this award. Their mentoring and friendship and technical support over the years has had a profound impact on my international career. My industry love story began as a challenge. A career counselor told me that metallurgy was out of reach for a woman. So glad that he and others along the way were wrong. We women are now 7.3% of AIST full members and 25.6% of the students, a significant increase from the literally handful when I started. There are many throughout my career who have supported me and fueled my desire to work with hot metal, starting with Brian Murphy and Vic Gibson at Hallam University and Frank Fitzgerald at British Steel Corporation. Thanks to the many steelmakers and employers who have given my team and me free rein to apply their passion, the technical training, AR&D, and a few crazy ideas in marketing to develop cost, quality, and environmentally effective, friendly solutions to the industry. Without the early trust of such steelmakers as British Steel, Iveco, Western Canada Steel, Cisco, Blasco, Charter in Chicago, and Dofasco, I would not be standing here today. Nor would I have had the exposure to worldwide best available technologies which satisfied my other desire to be an educator. The challenges of this wonderful industry have been many, as have been the rewards, culminating in 2020 with this Benjamin Fairless Award and John Bell Award, an elevation to the Fellow of IOM3. Sincere thanks to those, many to name, for invaluable guidance during my exciting and fulfilling career. The challenges of this wonderful industry have been many, as have the rewards, culminating in 2020, despite COVID, with the Benjamin Fairless and the John Bell Awards, an elevation to Fellow of the IOM3 in England. Sincere thanks to those, too many to mention, for your invaluable guidance during my exciting and fulfilling career.
Congratulations, Sarah. Next is the John F. Elliott Lectureship Award. This award was established in 1990 to honor Professor Elliott of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Through a series of university lectures, the award is conferred to acquaint students and engineers with the exciting opportunities in chemical process metallurgy and materials chemistry. Dr. Elliott published actively, often with his students as co-authors, in the areas of the chemical thermodynamics and kinetics of phases and reactions important in pyrometallurgical processes and high-temperature corrosion, iron and steel making, and process analysis. Dr. Elliott was elected a Fellow of the Metallurgical Society of AIME in 1968. He is a Fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences in the American Society for Metals and an honorary member of the Iron and Steel Institute of Japan. Dr. Elliott was elected a member of the National Academy of Engineering in 1975.
The recipient of the 2020 John F. Elliott Lectureship Award is Philip Mackey. The award reads, "For innovation in the development of pyrometallurgical processes for the production of primary metal and for the promotion of the profession of metallurgical engineering." Congratulations, Philip.
Thank you, Ron, for your kind introduction, and thanks to AIST. Ron, it's quite an honor to receive this prestigious award today. I'd like to share the honor with my wife, Argel, for her love and unconditional support throughout many long years. Thank you very much, Argel. I've worked with many colleagues through a long 50-year career. My appreciation goes to all of you, those throughout the whole world. Associates of mine at AIST and TMS believed in me, and I appreciate that and thank them for the nomination. Also, I acknowledge the late Professor John Elliott at MIT, whom I had the pleasure of knowing. As we know, throughout the past year, the whole world has been upended by the pandemic. We've had to find new ways of doing business. Many of us, most of us, work from home, and a lot of students are learning from home. Whole industries have slowed down. Air travel is at the lowest it's ever been. But we will find new ways of doing things. Metallurgical industry also affected, but without a doubt, our industry will emerge stronger than ever before and will soar to new heights. Demand for metals will therefore grow, and they will be indispensable in the goals of reaching climate change. Solar power, wind power, fuel cells, large batteries, electric cars, all require metals. And these will require a strong and vibrant industry producing metals with minimal environmental damage. Around the world, knowledge for such superior plants is on the rise, but more work is needed. With these changes in mind, my Elliott Lecture will discuss new process technologies and the importance of the metals industry, particularly nickel and copper, in a low-carbon, circular economy world. The world, therefore, is entering some very interesting and challenging times. And leaders like AIST can play a major role in bringing the metals industry to new heights. I am confident that the metallurgical industry will meet the challenges, and I'm proud to be part of that. Thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Next up, we have the Brimacombe Memorial Lecture Award, which was established in 1999 to honor Dr. J. Keith Brimacombe, a true technical innovator for our industry. The award is presented every other year in recognition of outstanding accomplishments in the science and technology of iron and steel manufacturing. Awarded posthumously, J. Keith Brimacombe, at the time of his death, was President and Chief Executive Officer of the Canada Foundation for Innovation, an independent, not-for-profit corporation established in May 1997 with funds from the federal government. In 1994, he was awarded an honorary doctorate of engineering by the Colorado School of Mines. Dr. Brimacombe was the 1995 Iron and Steel Society President. In 1996, he was elected to the United Engineering Board of Trustees and was the 1999 American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical, and Petroleum Engineers President. In 1997, he received the AIME Distinguished Service Award.
The recipient of the 2020 Brimacombe Memorial Lecture Award is John Jonas, Professor Emeritus at McGill University in Montreal, Quebec, for his lecture entitled Recent Developments in Thermomechanical Processing of Steels. Congratulations, John.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Ashburn, the Executive Director of AIST. Professor Jonas was unable to record comments for his acceptance of the 2020 Brimacombe Memorial Lecture Award, so it is my distinct pleasure to accept this award on his behalf. John was born in Montreal. He graduated from McGill University with a bachelor's degree in metallurgical engineering back in 1954. He later attended Cambridge University on an Athlone Fellowship, and he received a PhD in mechanical sciences in 1960. Dr. Jonas is known internationally for the groundbreaking studies that he, his colleagues, and his students have carried out at McGill on the hot rolling behavior of metals. Their work has resulted in major improvements in the understanding of softening processes specifically involved in steel. These have led to more accurate computer models for the control of industrial rolling mills all around the world. Dr. Jonas has trained hundreds of students and researchers in steel technology. He's published more than 800 papers, and he currently has over 26,000 citations to his credit. His recognition with the 2020 Brimacombe Memorial Lecture Award is very well deserved. Congratulations, John.
Next up, it's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Thaddeus Zenzimer, President and CEO of T. Zenzimer Incorporated, who will present the Thaddeus Zenzimer Memorial Medal.
Ron, the Thaddeus Zenzimer Memorial Medal was established in 1990 to perpetuate the memory of my grandfather, Dr. Thaddeus Zenzimer, and his achievements and engineering contributions in developing process equipment for the steel industry. The award is presented in recognition of an individual who has advanced steelmaking through the invention, development, or application of new manufacturing processes or equipment. My grandfather was a Polish engineer and inventor of a national renown with 120 patents in mining and metallurgy, 73 of which were awarded to him in the United States. He is a holder of the Polish Golden Cross of Merit, the Bessemer Gold Medal, and the Brunel Gold Medal from the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences.
The 2020 recipient of the Thaddeus Zenzimer Memorial Medal is Giovanni Arvetti. The award reads, in appreciation and recognition of his exceptional vision, keen intellect, passion for improvement, resolute determination, and insightful know-how that has spanned a stellar career of more than 55 years in the steel industry. In his pursuit of excellence, Giovanni Arvetti has overcome all obstacles in his quest to improve the processes that continuously produce high-quality steel products. Arvetti ESP is the acronym for his endless cast rolling steel strip production process, the result of a vision he pursued relentlessly for over 20 years, so as to finally achieve in 2010 a paradigm-altering method of hot-rolled strip production, encompassing levels of compactness, production rate, quality, product flexibility, energy efficiency, and cost effectiveness, previously thought not to be attainable in a single production line. Congratulations, Giovanni.
Thank you, Ron, and thank you everyone for the wonderful Zenzimer Award for the development of steelmaking. You have a great tradition in steelmaking in USA, and were the first to adopt thin slab casting technology. It did really change the rules of competition in the flat steel sector. It was used for the first time in the world in Crawfordsville in 1988 using SMS technology. In the space of a few decades, it has overtaken conventional plant in terms of production and volume. Arvetti in Italy soon followed with the world's second thin slab casting plant. It is starting up in 1992 at our works in Cremona using Arvetti patent technology. It has constantly evolved with particular attention to the strips, to the thin gauges and quality steel, and is now a truly endless casting and rolling process. Our very technology has been adapted by major steelmaking producer and will soon be operating in USA soon, very, very soon. Thank you again for the honor and my best wishes to everyone on 2021.
We would like to take this opportunity to recognize the important work of our member chapters and their leaders who work tirelessly to extend AIST programs and services into regions throughout the world. The AIST Board of Directors recognizes the following member chapter leaders for their specific efforts to grow their chapter's membership. The 2020 AIST Outstanding Chapter Growth Award for numerical growth goes to St. Louis member chapter Terry Laird and Northern member chapter David Nickel. The 2020 AIST Outstanding Chapter Growth Award for percentage growth goes to Pittsburgh member chapter Bill Schlichting and Southwest member chapter Chris Welfel. Congratulations. As AIST president, it is my distinct privilege to present citations to up to 3 AIST members for their exceptional service to the association or industry throughout my tenure. The recipients of the 2020 presidential citations are as follows. Dr. Brian Weibler, for his countless contributions to AIST's The Making, Shaping, and Treating of Steel 101 course, and for his service within the Metallurgy, Steelmaking, and Casting Technology Committee. Brian's commitment and dedication to AIST is genuine as he continuously serves to advance the next generation of steelmakers. Our second recipient is Dr. Chen Zhao for her relentless support to ensure the resounding success of the 8th International Steel Sim Conference, thereby helping to disseminate knowledge of simulation modeling technologies associated with steel manufacturing. As the event chair, Chen leveraged her extensive network to attract a global audience. Her friendly, affable, hardworking demeanor has enabled her to be a strong and effective ambassador to AIST. And lastly, but first in so many of AIST members' hearts who have come to know him over the years, is retired AIST staff engineer John Patrick Philbin. For his mentorship and guidance of AIST's continuous casting, ladle and secondary refining, specialty alloy and foundry, and electric steelmaking technology committees, his support for the expansion of study tours in these committees, and for his tireless efforts to support and develop the future leaders of AIST. Pat's gift for engaging our members and for supporting their ascent into AIST leadership has been a true benefit to AIST and the steel industry. Congratulations all.
The AIST Distinguished Member and Fellow Award was established in 1975 and is awarded to an AIST member who has attained eminent distinction in advancing the technical development, production, processing, and application of iron and steel and has performed meritorious service to the association.
This year, there are 3 recipients of the Distinguished Member and Fellow Award. The first recipient is Bill Breedlove from American Zinc Recycling Corporation. The award reads, for his dedicated service to AIST and the AIST Foundation, having served as AIST Foundation President from 2005 to 2007, and AIST President from 2010 to 2011. His guiding principles and work ethic set a standard of excellence. His promotion of the foundation successfully drove fundraising to new levels, significantly advancing its mission to enable the next generation of steelmakers in their academic pursuits. Congratulations, Bill.
Thank you, Ron. First, let me say that I am just absolutely thrilled and humbled by receiving this honor as a distinguished member and fellow of the AIST. This is something that I can tell you came as quite a surprise to me, and I'm quite thrilled about it. And to those who advocated on my behalf for this recognition, I can't thank you enough. I know that there was work that went into this with the nomination and the letters and the recommendations. And for those who did advocate on my behalf, I'm eternally grateful and very appreciative. So thank you very much. When Ron Ashburn made the call to me to inform me that I had been selected as an AIST Distinguished Member and Fellow, my first reaction was I was quite surprised, as you can imagine, and quite happy. And so Ron and I talked about my activities with the association and in the industry in general and my career. And we talked about the AIST local activities at the local level. We talked about activities at the national level and my involvement with the foundation. And the foundation was quite a rewarding experience for me personally. That group and those people who continue to volunteer their time on behalf of the foundation are doing really good work on behalf of our industry. There's no greater value you can do to give back to our industry than to assure that our future is secure and bright. And that foundation does that through the value they deliver, through the money they raise and the scholarships they award to ensure that we bring the brightest and the best into our industry so that the future is bright. The money that's set aside and put towards curriculum development assures that the universities are keeping current with the new trends and technologies in our industry. And of course, the university grant programs that are used to develop new and emerging technologies, which are forever evolving, is money well spent. All of that value goes towards assuring that our industry is secure into the future. And there's no greater cause that I can think of for our industry than to do that. And so I was quite proud to be part of that. The industry has been very good to me and my family. I've been in the industry now more than 38 years and counting. They click by awfully fast. And to those in the industry, I'd just like to thank you. I've met lifelong friends and have had quite a great ride. And to have this honor given to me for doing what I love to do is something special. And I just would like to express how grateful I am and how humbled I am by this. This is something quite special for me. And of course, through it all, my family, my son and my wife were with me the whole time, and all the time I spent away from home. My wife, Dorothea, is quite a great teammate, and she put up with a lot. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't thank her for allowing me to do what I did throughout my career. So to the association, to Ron, our president, to Ron Ashburn, the director, and to all of you out there, I would just like to say thank you very much. I'm quite pleased and quite excited and quite surprised and very happy about this. So thank you very much.
Our second recipient is Dale Hines, retired from ArcelorMittal Burns Harbor, for his leadership and support of AIST through its technology committees, the member chapters, and student-oriented programs. His passion and dedication in support of the AIST Foundation and its mission to educate the next generation of our workforce has been an invaluable contribution to the steel industry. Congratulations, Dale.
I regret that the global pandemic has forced this award to be received and acknowledged virtually, although I understand the need to do so. I regret I did not receive this award in Nashville at AISTech 2020 as originally planned, and I regret not receiving this award standing alongside my good friend and fellow awardee, Bill Breedlove. Congratulations, Bill. I am deeply humbled and honored to have received the Distinguished Member and Fellow Award from the Association for Iron and Steel Technology. It's something that for years I would see others that I consider to be icons of our industry receive, and never gave a thought that it might happen for me one day. Thank you to the Association for Iron and Steel Technology for providing me with so many opportunities to participate and build a network of like-minded professionals in our industry. Those relationships and friendships are valuable beyond my ability to articulate. I think it would be appropriate to thank the American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical, and Petroleum Engineers for giving me the opportunity to expand that network beyond iron and steel into the other engineering disciplines. I'd like to take a minute and thank some people who really made this award happen for me. Thank you to the award committee for considering me worthy to receive this honor. It is not something I ever expected, and I'm truly thankful for your vote of approval. I'd also like to thank those who nominated me and those who supported my nomination by writing letters of endorsement. That's also greatly appreciated. I'd like to thank my colleagues in the mills who have supported me in the factory and allowed me some freedom to participate with AIST and the legacy associations that came before. I have had some truly magnificent teammates who have also contributed to the association in tangible ways. I'm thankful for their support through the years. No acknowledgement would be complete without thanking the true treasure that is my wife, Debbie. She has always been supportive of my activities with AIST, and I think she also recognizes the value that AIST returns to its members. In closing, please let me repeat my sincere and heartfelt gratitude at becoming one of AIST's distinguished members and fellows. Thank you so very much. Stay healthy and stay safe. Everything else will work out.
And our third recipient is John Middleton of Molten Process Technology. The award reads, in recognition of more than 6 decades of contributions to advancing technical development in the production and processing of steel. His work in the implementation of industrial scale continuous casting and vacuum degassing in the 60s in the UK was significant. Middleton was a pioneer in the infancy of industrial computer applications, having developed dynamic modeling as well as integrated management and optimization systems, which are now in use at steel plants around the world. He is a dedicated member of the Specialty Alloy and Foundry Technology Committee and has led their first study tours to the UK and Spain. Middleton is a distinguished gentleman with a distinguished career in our industry. Congratulations, John.
Thank you, Ron. I feel highly honored to receive this prestigious award, and I wish to give thanks to my award nominator, Trevor Shellhammer, for his successful efforts in this role. I've been a member of the Association for Iron and Steel Technology for more than 20 years, and I've been a member of the Specialty Alloy and Foundry Technology Committee for more than 10 years. In my role as Study Tours Chairman, I organised highly successful one-week tours to the UK and Spain in the years 2016-2018 respectively. During my time as member, I have made many very good friends, acquaintances and contacts, and it has been a most rewarding and fulfilling experience, and continues to be so. I would like to now say a few words about my career path, which I think is probably a little bit unusual. I consider my career to have started on my birth in 1940 in the one industry steel town of Scunthorpe. On my birth certificate, my father's profession is described as steelworks ingot teamer. My mother was a hospital nurse. My paternal grandfather worked as a blast furnace charge wheeler in the early 1900s. And my father's siblings, 5 siblings, all worked on the steel plant. When I was in my early teens, I used to love to talk to them about their work. And they would, from time to time, arrange for me to visit their workplaces and to be shown around. And so at that time, I was witnessing operations in all the departments of the steel plant. And then when I was 14 years old, I was asked by the head of the school that I attended to give lectures on iron and steel technology to the students and staff. at the same time, I was passionately interested to read books on steelmaking. I read them from cover to cover. So later on, when I was in 1962, I graduated from the University of Sheffield with a degree in metallurgy. In 1962, later in 62, I was appointed as melt shop's metallurgist at the Appleby-Frodingham Steel Company in Scunthorpe. During that time, I experienced open hearth steelmaking. I developed a set of procedures to operate the world's first industrial scale continuous casting plant, and also did the same for the UK's first RH degassing plant. In 1970, I completed the development of a computer-based predictive dynamic mathematical model of the basic oxygen steelmaking process. And this model was used some 5 years later, after I actually had left British Steel, in the control of the basic oxygen process in the new plant that had been constructed at that time. In 1976, I founded Molten Process Technology with the objective of introducing computer technology into steelmaking. Today I'm still a director of that company, and our Optimat system has been deployed widely throughout the UK, USA, continental Europe, and Australia. And I like to say that my career has been a very interesting and rewarding career. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Next up, it's my pleasure to welcome AIST member, former AIST board member, and now president-elect of the American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical, and Petroleum Engineers, Dr. Kevin Zeke.
Thank you, Ron. Next up, we have the AIME Honorary Member. AIME Honorary Membership is one of the highest honors that AIME bestows on an individual. It is awarded in appreciation of outstanding service to the American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical, and Petroleum Engineers, or in recognition of distinguished scientific or engineering achievement in the fields embracing the activities of AIME and its member societies. Candidates for honorary membership are generally members of the AIME member societies who are outstanding in their respective fields and or who have performed unusual service in the Institute. They are United States citizens, whether AIME member society members or not, who are particularly outstanding, or citizens of foreign countries who are outstanding in their work combined with some official position of service to their profession. I am pleased to announce the 2020 AIME honorary member is Mr. Glenn Pushis with Steel Dynamics. In recognition of his exemplary service to the Association for Iron and Steel Technology, a member society of AIME. As an AIST past president and member of more than 20 years, Glenn has lent his passion, his leadership, and expertise to numerous committees, including the Executive Committee, Conference Planning Committee, Nominating Committee, and a distinguished member and fellow Nominating Committee. Glenn has been a strong advocate for the next generation of steelmakers through his work on the AIST Foundation Board of Trustees, including its Scholarship Committee, the Kent D. Peasley Junior Faculty Award Committee, and the Steel Curriculum Development Grant Committee. He embraces continuous improvement within all levels of AIST and within Steel Dynamics Incorporated. An accomplished engineer, Glenn is currently overseeing construction of the company's steel mill in Sinton, Texas, its largest capital investment to date. Welcome and congratulations, Glenn.
Thank you, Kevin. And thank you, AIME, for the Honorary Membership Award. AIME was founded 150 years ago, so congratulations on your 150th anniversary. You're one of the first engineering national societies established in the United States, so this is a great honor to be recognized here today. Of course, I would be remiss with this if I didn't mention the opportunities that Steel Dynamics and AIST have given me over the last 20 plus years. At AIST, I've been able to serve on the board, the executive committee, all the way to president, and now a trustee on the foundation, and soon to be the president of the foundation. So get involved in your local chapters if you can. It's a great organization. My passion is to get young engineers into our business and to help them grow. And this was just unheard of that I've gotten this award this year. I'm so proud of it. And again, you surround yourself with good people. That's what I've done my whole career. I had a great mentor that taught me that early, and great things happen. The steel business is an incredible business. There's no bigger toys to play with if you're a mechanical engineer. And once again, I thank you, AIME, for this honorary membership.
In a previous webcast, we presented the 2020 William T. Hogan S.J. Memorial Lecture Award to Leon Topalian, President and Chief Executive Officer of Newport Corporation. Leon presented his lecture entitled The Steel Industry in 2020 and Beyond. During the same broadcast, we also presented the 2020 AIST Steelmaker of the Year Award to John Ferriola, retired Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer of Newport Corporation. Those presentations are available to the membership online at AIST.org. Congratulations once again, Leon and John. This concludes today's award ceremony. I would like to congratulate all of the AIST Board of Directors award recipients, and I would also like to thank my co-host, Shannon Clark, and the rest of our awards committee for your work on the AIST Awards program. Be sure to visit AIST's website for more information on the rich legacy of our various awards, including a list of our past recipients. If you have the opportunity, I would also encourage you to reach out and extend your congratulations to our 2020 award recipients. In closing, we look forward with great anticipation the time when we can all gather together. I do hope that 2021 proves to be a year of peace, prosperity, and good health for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. I'd like to extend our gratitude to you, to Shannon Clark, and to the members of the AIST Awards and Recognition Program Committee, chaired this year by Barry Schneider of Steel Dynamics, for their efforts throughout the year, culminating with this awards presentation. And on behalf of all AIST members, I also wish to extend our sincere congratulations to the 2020 Board of Director Award recipients. And while we certainly wish we could have been together for the presentation of these honors, we know that brighter days are indeed ahead. And with great anticipation, we look forward to presenting the 2021 Board of Director Awards in person at AISTech in Nashville. We hope you'll be able to join us in Nashville, perhaps virtually, for our annual conference and exposition, currently scheduled for June the 29th through July the 1st. Until then, stay safe and stay productive. Thank you.